When I found out I was pregnant, my coworker suggested the Pregnancy Resource Center in Rockwall. She had a really good friend come here when she needed help one time, and she said it was the best experience ever.
When I found out Logan was pregnant, I was in shock like anybody else, of course. I had so much going through my head, happy, scared. I didn't know what to feel. Abortion does come to mind because it's your first kind of, in my eyes, selfish reason to kind of get your own way as far as you want to get rid of the problem for yourself. I didn't believe in that to begin with. When you put yourself in the shoes, it's a lot easier to kind of lean that way.
I called the pregnancy center and they got me in that day. They called me back and they took me into the room. We had done a sonogram, and I think that was such a big turning point for me too, seeing a little life grow inside of me. So they took me into the room and just kind of asked me the basic questions. How did you find out you were pregnant? When was your last period? All those good questions. And then the next questions they asked me were more about like how I was feeling and my emotional state, and more of counsel questions, which really shocked me because I really just thought it was going to be about my medical condition or state or whatever you call that. So that was probably the most helpful thing throughout all of this. Was I was in tears. I was like crying. I didn't know what to do. I couldn't tell anyone. I felt very alone, and I think Connor felt the same way. And so whenever I got to talk to them about more than just being pregnant, it was more like, I have options. There's things that you can do to find resources. There's people you can talk to. You don't have to like go through this alone. And so that was really, really helpful. And I remember from the time I got here to the time I left was like such a different emotional state. I was in tears, like unable to speak when I got here. And by the time I left, they had prayed for me and was just giving me hugs and reassurance. And it really, it made me feel hopeful. And I did not have that when I got here. So it was one of the best experiences.
I remember her calling when she left, and it was like a different person on the phone, which helps me, of course. I mean, it really is. I mean, it was a game changer for us. Why are you so happy? What changed inside there? The situation hasn't changed, but your outlook on anything in life changed so much and so drastically that we're super appreciative for it. When I first heard she was going to the pregnancy center, free clinic, I think stainless steel, blue medical chairs, and things like prison almost. And, complete opposite. I mean, complete opposite. I've been to lots of doctors before, and this, I could say, was probably my favorite experience I've ever had in any sort of medical history. So this is a fantastic place. If you're struggling with anything like this and you need to come have almost counseling, medical, and friendship wrapped up into one little blanket, the pregnancy center is probably gonna be your best bet.
And whenever we found out it was a girl, he was like, okay, well, she's not gonna get to leave the house for probably like 18 years.
Yeah,
or
17 in Texas, we have to move states.
And
she's gonna be a wrestler.
Oh.
What else? Self-defense.
She's gonna be a cheerleader or something. Like gymnastics for sure, maybe ice skating.
On the side.
No, she's probably gonna go to the Olympics, like, you know.
She's gonna be spoiled rotten, and yeah, that's the unfortunate truth. And I think as much as I would like to keep up, that I'm gonna try and not let her be spoiled rotten. I think I'm lying to myself.
You're gonna have a hard time.
Yeah, it's gonna be bad. Yeah.
She's gonna be...
You might have to go find somewhere else to sleep. She might take your place.
Ever since we came here, it's been smooth sailing, honestly. And I think it's helped me and Connor kind of realize what's important to us. We are so excited to meet our little girl, Palmer, and we could not be more grateful for the pregnancy center. We would not be meeting her without them, and we wouldn't have done it any other way.